Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adriana, also known as Snuggles. Lazy, look at me editing right now. This video is inspired by Jordan Hanz. I'm pretty sure you guys watched her video way before mine, but anyways, I was inspired by hers. I found it on Pinterest and here we are. Enjoy! If you hear some background noises of car toys, I am very viddy setty, but my son decided to play right next to me. I hope my voice is overpowering. I am using a microphone. This video, like I said, is inspired by Jordan Hanz. Anyways, I use a black face paint and I am outlining my gingerbread man accordingly to the video of Jordan Hanz. I am not perfect, try to be. This is technically my second attempt at making this video because the first attempt I ended up doing brown face paint and it was too dark for all the details. So I just start outlining my nose, my eyes, my mouth, my zombie-like mouth, because this is an evil gingerbread man from Krumpas' evil lair. The gingerbread men there are not so happy like the gingerbread behind me. I ended up putting purple glue stick to stick the eyebrows to the face so it's not sticking out. Also end up drawing onto my dumpling, my little dumpling sugar plum on my chest. And you can either use orange or mix a little bit of an orange and brown based face paint to make your base color of the gingerbread man. I am using my orange face paint because you'll see. I didn't end up watching the full video from Jordan until I started doing the first attempt, and that's when I noticed that the brown I had was a little too dark for my taste for the video. Alright, so next I end up using my red face paint. I know for Jordan's video she ends up using like a darker based red. I did honestly have a darker based red, but it wasn't coming off dark. It was coming off like a very thin layer of it, so I just ended up going with my regular red color, which worked just fine for me. And I'm just filling in the mouth area where the inside of the mouth is, and I forgot to do it, but I end up doing it later in the video, the nose and more of the gums, because I was doing this as fast as possible as I'm watching the video, and she does little jump cuts here and there as I'm doing in my video as well. But who doesn't do that? Because if not, this video would honestly be an hour long. It took me like a couple hours. It took me like 2 hours. This is a zombie-like feature gingerbread man, so you can go a little bit off of the outlining that you do, because that's what I end up doing with my eyes. I ended up getting my Glam Light palette and paint palette, and I got the brown. I used the shade brown, and I ended up just shading in my gingerbread look where every orange was, so that way it can give me the gingerbread look and color. You're gonna also want to contour your face with the brown shade, so give you the more in-depth of your face, to give you the figure like you regularly do your makeup as you contour. You're also gonna end up shading in the eyes to make it look like the in-depth, like if pieces of you broke off and you see the meat inside or the blood inside of the gingerbread man on the eyes, the nose, the mouth. I do not know where my camera ended up turning off because it died on me, and all I saw was the light was blinking. I checked it and it was off. I did not know that it was completely off, and I didn't get to record. So I ended up getting my fan brush and dipping it with black paint. Yes, with black face paint. And I ended up just doing like the little sprinkles on my chest and face area, like a gingerbread man would have with the darkened areas of when you bake them. And I also did it with white face paint as well. And ended up painting the other side of my shoulder, because I did end up finally painting that part white, because I forgot it had to be white for like when you do your gingerbread man, of course, and that little white strand of clothing or whatever you might want to call it, the white frosting. Putting a little shadow and onto my nose button, shadowing in more of my eyes to make it look cracked and fractured like a zombie makeup would be. Did forget to mention is on the side of my cheeks I did end up doing like little cuts of slits. That is it for this video.